This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News.
And the Texas News Brief, San Antonio police say a local rapper was murdered early Saturday as he left a venue where he had just performed. Police identified the man as 25-year-old Christopher Polk, who had played at the club The Ice Lounge earlier in the evening. Police say Polk and a friend left the club about 2 a.m. and were approached by a silver SUV. The passenger, who had minor injuries including a gunshot wound to the hand, told police someone in the SUV opened fire after pulling up next to them as they drove. Police say Polk was shot multiple times and was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say they have not arrested anyone for the shooting. In Texas politics, Democrats in Texas are early voting in large numbers ahead of the first primary election in the 2018 midterms, stoking party optimism that backlash to President Donald Trump won't escape the most prominent conservative state in the country. More Democrats have cast ballots than Republicans since early voting began this week in Texas. For Republicans, meanwhile, participation is flat. Trump won Texas by 9 points in 2016, and due to Republican dominance, they haven't lost a statewide race since 1994. Political strategists cautioned against reading too much into early turnout totals. From the Texas Oil and Gas File, a new law passed in the 2017 legislative session is actually in place, according to an oil lobbyist, to hide oil and agricultural facilities from the public, not terrorism. When Texas lawmakers passed a bill last year banning drones from flying near animal feedlots and oil and gas facilities, proponents said it was needed to protect critical infrastructure from terrorists. But critics suspect that the bill was intended to prevent journalists and researchers from shining a light on factory farms and the fracking industry. In 2011, a drone hobbyist in Dallas happened across a meatpacking company dumping pig blood into a creek that flows into the Trinity River. Now, a prominent oil and gas lobbyist appears to confirm suspicions that the real target of the legislation, which made the offense punishable by up to 180 days in jail, was activist and journalist, not terrorist. In a 45-minute talk at a symposium on the energy industry in Austin earlier this month, Ben Sabri, a top oil and gas lobbyist, told his audience that the drone legislation was an anti-peeping Tom bill that would serve as a deterrent against what he termed bad journalists, according to an audio recording of the speech obtained by the Texas Observer.
This is Gene Key reminding you to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.